Okay.
But there's this other one that I was watching OB play World of Warships today,
Ah.
and that was looking kind of dope. Like, that those fleets were running kind of thick,
Was it
I,
super
I
dope?
kind of like the booms. Yeah, I kept thinking Battlefield or Battleship. I know not a lot of people like that movie, but I liked it. Mahalo.
Yeah, I liked it too. I mean,
So
it's a fun romp. It's like Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like not super plot heavy, super plot rich, but it's fun. It's a fun romp.
yeah,
Nothing wrong
and
with
then
that.
Obi does that car mechanic simulator. Oh, he works on the muscle cars. He just makes it
Yeah.
look so. He makes it look so smexy. The
Mm.
farming simulators. He's really good at growing things. Yeah,
Oh God. Okay, let's stop right there.
yeah.
No. I was gonna mention something. You made me think about
He got his
something.
new server.
Oh
I
yeah, I
got
heard.
a donation. He got a donation to get a server because it was laggy and people wasn't trying to have that. So they said, "Here." I was so happy because he loves that game. He loves that game.
No.
That was Arc, right?
You mentioned Ark Survival Evolved, but you mentioned World of Warships, which is part of the
Yes.
World of Tanks thing. That's a part of that universe. But another one that's cool is Guns of Icarus, and Guns of Icarus Online is constantly going on sale. So you can pick it up for like $5 or less, and you can buy a 4 pack for like $10, $15. Um, that game they're doing
What is Guns of Icarus?
it's steampunkish. You ride around in airships and you battle other airships, and you have sometimes teams of 4, teams of 2, and it's crazy because you have a captain, slash pilot. You got your engineers, your gunmen, and or gunwoman, and it's just really cool. Like there's a lot of things involved. Like let's say part of your ship is on fire, someone's got to take out the fire. You have to coordinate, and you can like buff your ship, like enhancing some of the parts, and it's crazy. It's really epic, and I just realized they're like in season 3 of their competitive play, and they just did a whole UI overhaul. They listened to a lot of the community feedback. They said they got like like over 34,000 like requests, and they like went through all of them supposedly, and like they took the best of all that information, aggregated the data, and they came up with like all the major changes that people wanted the most, and did it in this patch. And I forgot what else they have. They have an applause system where you can give people kudos and like leave notes on their public profile and stuff, and like it's really encouraging a very positive competitive scene. It's really neat. It's kind of similar to what Blizzard's doing, and I like it a lot in that aspect. And it's just a unique game, you know. You get to be pirates, but you're pirates of the skies, like Skies of Arcadia.
Woot! Sounds
Exactly.
like Airship Pirates. I used to play that.
There you go. There you go. I think it's the same people that worked on that. I'm not sure. It's Muse Software, I believe. Heard of them?
No, Airship Pirates. It was RP. It's like role playing. We had a dungeon master and everything. Like
Oh, gotcha.
set of books.
Okay, that sounds familiar. I mean, the airship thing has been done a lot. Like that was a big thing in Final Fantasy too. I could have sworn there was another airship, like pirate type thing before, but Guns of
There
Icarus
might
definitely
be.
has it.
It was just I for that reference. I know that's how I know about the game.
Oh, so you should
There's
play
so many good
sometime.
games I'm like seeing and discovering that it's just like I've given up trying to keep up. I'm lucky when I remember half
Yeah,
because
I know.
like wow.
I know the
I mean,
feeling.
and then look overseas. Like then it's just oh, like what was it? There's Gods of Destiny. That's a game that was greenlit on Steam that was supposed to be getting converted into like English, and that got a little derailed. But I thought it was a good premise. MOBA, of course, but
We love the MOBAs here. It's funny, 'cause a lot of time people that tune into parts of our show and they think we're a MOBA podcast. It's like we like games that are not MOBAs. We just tend to focus a lot more on multiplayer things. We like the social gaming side of thing and the competitive stuff. The
because we like to play with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's
single
what
player
makes us
stuff.
weird.
The single player stuff, all right, it's great if like you want to be part of the zeitgeist, the water cooler conversations. But to me, like I feel like a lot of us are much older gamers, so we don't have time to commit to a 10-hour campaign, let alone 100 hours worth of gameplay. It's just it's daunting because it feels like you don't get the reward steady enough to justify sticking to it. And
let's call it like we see it. I haven't seen a game that I wanted to put that kind of time in.
Witcher 3 like seems like it'd be one of those games. I just don't see myself having the commitment.
I heard it is, but I mean, I don't know, how can you put it? It's nice to have a game that you can kind of get stuck in, but if you need to walk away from it, like a good book, put it down. There's just not a lot of that out there.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh,
I love that game.
Or the King's Quest games.
Yeah. It was like they were designed by people who knew. It's like, I need a puzzle I can work on. And then they kind of came up with places where they almost had natural breaks in the gameplay where it's like, okay, I've been at this for a few hours. This puzzle's going to take me a minute. I'm going to pause here.
Yeah, you're making me reminisce a little bit in my head. So anyway, back to Earth. So this is our future discussion. We're going to talk a little bit about why female tunes rock. And a question I have for everybody, you too, Nike. You hear me good? You ready? You ready for the question?
I love the singer. I like the mood and the junior and the springer. I like the singer. Oh, tunes. Females.
Those kind of tunes are good too. Yeah. But when you play a video game, do you play a female or a male tune?
It depends on the character. I play the one that's hot.
Okay. Good answer. Yeah, because you gotta look at it for a while. That's what I'm saying. Like people ask me.
I can't play no busted chick. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, and as much as technology has come along, there's still a lot of really booty looking faces. Like a lot of the faces on Destiny kind of like. I wanted to recreate the queen from the Reef because she had I found her face very pleasant, even though you could tell she's evil and she'll probably bite your dick off. But I like her face. It's got like a kind of oval thing to it, but she's got like a sharp chin, but not really sharp. I find it aesthetically pleasing. But they don't have her face type as a selection when you create a tune. I'm like, and you can't even re-roll or fine tune your look on Destiny after you create the character, unless you want to start from square one, recreate your character, move all the gear over to your vault, then grind up that character, then get them up to level 20, and then put the gear back. Oh my god, what a nightmare!
So it's not like Eve where you can straight up get like Photoshop about it.
Oh, the level of customization here is practically none. But the thing. Back to the discussion here. We're not talking about Destiny right now. We're gonna talk about our favorite video games that have gender options and or female protagonists, and why they rock. That's gonna be a topic.
That's a short list.
It's not that short. It feels
good chicks. That's a short list.
Of the female protagonists you think about, but there's a lot of games that let you play as a female at least.
Tomb Raider.
Now, hold on a second. We're checking the chat. Yeah, King Deem says, I don't like man ass. Yeah, I don't want to look at a man's ass all day long, especially if it's a third-person game. It's like, yeah, People think I'm weird for playing female tunes.
Fallout 4 is hot. He has a nice flat ass.
God. Okay, Featu. Yeah. I might get off after this, so hit me up, drop me a message, and we'll touch base tomorrow. Cause we got another podcast on Saturday, by the way. Saturday at noon Eastern.
He doesn't want to hear you guys being loud. He doesn't want you guys to hear him loud, because he's gonna get off.
Oh man.
Hear you laugh.
Yeah. I see what you're doing. You're trying to derail this train more so than usual. Mm-hmm.
No, not really. I was just enjoying your laugh.
Oh, okay. I enjoy you
I want to
too.
see if I can make you laugh on command.
Oh. It's I was gonna make a really bad I'm gonna make a bad reference, but nope. I'm gonna move on. So back to the story. Back to the discussion. Okay. Here we go. So
favorite games. Go.
You know, there's a lot of talk. People say like, oh well, there haven't been real female leads in video games for a long time. It's a problem that's been in the industry from the beginning. I beg to differ. There's been females in video games for a long time. Miss Pac-Man? What, she doesn't count? You know what? Miss Pac-Man is the better Pac-Man. I'm gonna say it. Bam, boom. I played the shit out of that in the arcade, and I loved it.
She was good.
You know, and I think sometimes the people say, like, there's a criteria people look at. Like, well, you can only count it if the female protagonist is not easily interchangeable with the man. Then it counts. You know, and it can't just be one of those things where you could be a male version or a female version. But you know what? I played the shit out of female, you know, commandership. Loved it.
Yeah.
Mass Effect. And you know, when I watch people playing the male ship, I didn't feel connected to the story. Like, I feel like the voice acting was better in the female. I felt more attached to her, and it really did it for me.
I like the chicks in Borderlands the best.
Borderlands has really good female protagonists for sure. The Siren and from the first Borderlands.
They're black and they're badasses, and they dress good too.
Was the Necromancer was female too, right? In Borderlands 2?
Oh, there's a bunch. There's just so many. I'm just saying, like, the ones that made me just go, was the Baroness.
Moxie.
Yes.
Yeah. Moxie, one of the most fun characters to cosplay. And good lord, that hat. What a great hat. A big old hat.
I'm looking forward to playing Imani in a new game called Gigantic. I've been watching them talk about the streams on PAX and stuff that.
She's the one with the bow, though, right?
Yeah, she's the sniper.
Yeah.
With that big ass coat, and that outfit is hot. Like,
yeah.
Like, I would so cosplay her. I'd wear the hell out of that coat. Like, oh my god.
The art style reminds me a lot of like Team Fortress in many ways. I like it. It's cool.
But I'm just saying, like, see, when you talk about female protagonists, you go for the ones that are like, they're good, they're solid characters, but they're like the go-tos. When you're a female, you go for the ones that you just don't expect. Like, I'm totally distracted by the new picture of Wonder Woman on the cover with Batman and Superman behind her. They got her outfit right. That outfit's hot. I was so sad when Infinite Crisis went out in the drain because they had Wonder Woman, they had Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
I just like female characters, I think, for different reasons than guys do. So it's like,
no, you know, all right. So that for me, just straight up, it's obviously the visual aspect I like, but it's just something that you can't carry out with a male. And I'm not talking about gender role. I'm just talking about just gender. Okay, we're not gonna get gender role and all that stuff. That's a whole other thing. But I think with the female character, like, I feel more connected. I'm more immersed in the experience, especially if it's a character that's like very playful, like a Harley Quinn or Jinx. Who I'm not a big fan of League of Legends anymore, but I love Jinx, and it makes me want to come back to the game because I think she's just like, she's like the kind of character that I could really relate to. She's like cute, you know, and she seems like she'd be fun to hang out with. But you're like, that girl is trouble, but I can't get enough. Kind of like certain people that I live with.
Okay, so is that what guys see when they look at female characters who are scantily clad? They're like seeing someone they respect.
That's what works for me.
Just treat like normal women like crap.
That's what works for me. That's what works for me.
Yeah.
I'm saying that what I just described is what really works for me. You know, I like that.
Most guys who play female characters.
No, wait. I'm not. Wait, you're throwing me in a box. You're doing exactly what goes against what you're trying to work towards. No, don't put me in a box.
No, it's like a rhetorically sarcastic question.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
I'm like most guys. Get out of town. Yeah. I'm gonna headbutt you now. How about that? No guys do that.
Which head?
Oh my god.
Guys do that all the time.
Oh Lord.
One in particular, but I'm just saying.
Well, in some ways, there's the guilty pleasures, right? Like I play Smite, and the boob physics. It's like I can't. It's like a train wreck. I can't look away from it. Like, I play Neith because she kicks ass, but it doesn't hurt that her boobs bounce around, and she's scantily
Dead
clad.
or Alive, I think, was the first game that really got the boob.
Dead or Alive,
physics
definitely.
right.
Yeah, they did, and then they did a volleyball game. I'm like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I played the crap out of it. I won't lie.
I can't lie. We played the daylights out of Dead or Alive. Love that game.
So we have some options.
That's my shit.
We have some more picks in here. So you got Tomb Raider, Lara Croft definitely, the original big boob one or the flat chested one now. Awesome. She's not just attractive, but she's also smart. She's resourceful. She's strong. She kicks ass. And if
Now you're making
she's
me think about the princess rap battles.
Oh my Lord. Focus, girl. Focus. And no.
I'm sorry, but you're talking about strong, badass women, and it's just like I'm seeing all these wonderful, badass characters that Buffy, which made me think of princess rap battles and Daenerys.
We might have to, at this rate, we might have to table this discussion for another time. So if you guys want us to continue this, tweet us at GeekyAntics, the network, Twitter, or at YogiZilla, or Gods of Mayhem.
What did we miss?
No, because we have to wrap up soon. So I'm saying we're probably not gonna get through the whole discussion. I'm just saying, so people leave us voicemail 206-415-4987. No, we're still going. But I'm gonna get that in there.
Are we freeballing?
No, because at the rate we're going at, we're probably not gonna finish giving this topic the justice it deserves. But we have some more picks in the chat. Let's get to them. So Samus Aran from Metroid definitely is a must. It might seem like a cliche choice, but Metroid, I love all those games. Metroid Prime, Metro Fusion, original Metroid, Super Metroid, even the Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. Oh, dude, I see some good. See, Nintendo was so. What? See, with some what?
You sound like you was about to get Chode. Serious chubby Chode.
Who says I don't? And yes.
I was just checking. Okay, keep telling me about it.
So yeah, Dead or Alive is a very good fighting game. It's the counter system in that and the fluidity of it is up there with Virtual Fighter. I agree completely. Tiger Claw
You're just thinking about the boob physics. That's all.
Tiger Claw understands. So we're talking about side boob. Side boob is cool. We always talk about under boob versus side boob. That's a Sunday Dose thing. The Sunday Dose. Make sure you check out that show with Obi.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
You gotta come back so we talk about that.
Oh yeah. But DOA they actually solid games. The volleyball and the fighting games. So what else we have in here? We got Terra from Final Fantasy VI. Yep, that's a good call. Tiny Tina.
Mortal Kombat. Yes, recognize.
Brightwing from Heroes of the Storm. Yes. Love Brightwing. But is it confirmed? Is Brightwing female? It definitely sounds like a female. Maybe Brightwing is asexual. Who knows?
I leave it out like it might be a transgender, so I let them have their characters too.
Yeah, we'll put Brightwing up there. I love me some Brightwing. Heroes of the Storm hype right there. Brightwing is just such a good support. Oh, so good. Who else do we have in the chat? Oh my Lord. King Deem. Trying to derail us further. Oh, and the chick from Lollipop Chainsaw. So that gets to the part where it's like, well, it's highly sexualized, so it doesn't count. But you know what? If you got it, flaunt it. If men could get away wearing sexy stuff like that and get the kind of attention women do, we do it. But it doesn't work for us. So we just
it does. That's a lie.
It doesn't work for us to the degree that it does for you guys.
All the time.
Listen,
Oh, yes, it does.
I tried one time running around flogging people with my penis, and it just did not get the effect that I wanted.
Chode.
I don't know why.
I have one word for you. Chode.
Yeah, you have to put a lot of hip into it when you got the chode. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And Watch Dogs, another late addition to deals for cheap bastards, is Watch Dogs. $15 on the Xbox Marketplace. It almost would be worth it now.
That's heartbreaking.
That had multiplayer. Yeah, but that's the game. See, that game. Most things that are overhyped do not live up to the expectations. Like The Last of Us, people love that game. But you know what? I mean, like, that's a great movie. As a game, I'll watch it. Don't really want to play it. And people call there's people that call that one of the best games ever made. I'm like, sure. But that's gonna go to a whole different place. It's got that has some strong female characters, but. So anyway, some honorable picks that we'll throw out here. I know we have a lot of picks in the community. I know people mentioned Mirror's Edge, the Walking Dead games from Telltale, mentioned The Last of Us. League of Legends has lots of female characters, but you have to. That's the debatable ones. Like, are those catering to female players or the men?
Heck no. What female player is gonna want to play French Maid in Italy?
But you know what? I know a lot of women that do play those cute characters. But then again,
do they have names that look like men so they don't get picked on?
Yes, I see where you're going with that. So it's kind of 50-50. Some bring attention to the fact that they're a female streamer, they're a female gamer. You know, like they'll have something like princess or queen in their names, and it's pretty obvious. And some of them choose something that is
pretty obvious. It's a troll posing as a girl.
Yeah, you never know, right? That's what do they call that? Catfishing? Is it catfishing? Is that the term that the kids are using these days?
Okay, so now you watch Steve Ward and his dating tips. Are we going to talk about his new app? Because that's all I think of when you say catfishing.
No, we're not going to get into that. So I'm going to pick some personal favorites that have female characters, or at least female options. Sunset Overdrive. Yo, I'd be allowed to watch me play. My girl is hot. She got booty on her. I wish they had a thicker option. Like, she's thick.
Oh, you should see his tattoo, man.
Yo, she's doing it, yo.
Yeah, for real. Like she makes me want to get that tattoo. It's badass.
I think I might give her a tan for her next outing. She's gonna tan up, get a little.
Deserves it. She earned it.
Yeah, she's on ginger status right now, but I think she's gonna get a tan. She's gonna probably dye her hair black again. She likes to rock it out different ways, you know. Now another one that I love, and I'm sad that it seems like it's gonna be a Wii game, a Wii property for now, or a Nintendo property for now. Let's Sega gets it out on different consoles, but Bayonetta, you know, I know it seems gimmicky because, you know, she's basically naked and the only thing covering her is her suit made out of hair, but she kicks some ass. She's badass. I don't care. Fighting demons and stuff, and she's like the female Dante, you know, Devil May Cry.
Well, it's on the honorable list, so I don't want to say no. I'm just feeling some kind of way about saying yes. I feel you though. Like, I'm more on the your side than the not side. I feel some kind of way.
I know that's a controversial one. People have a lot of problems with that one. Bioshock Infinite, Elizabeth is an awesome character. I find her so intriguing. You know.
How about the Red Queen? I know people don't really consider her a character because you can't play her, but if you could. Resident Evil.
Yep. No, that's a good one. Yeah.
You can't play her though, so she doesn't really count.
Yeah.
If you go for ones that you can't play, that would be like Shodan.
We might have to.
Vicky.
Yeah, because we might have to go into NPCs, like just characters overall from video games. So these are playable. That should probably be a distinction, because that will help us focus a little more. How about Wet? You ever played Wet?
No, I haven't heard that one. Sorry.
It's like a lot of parkour and like insane action, like a Matrix movie kind of thing, or John Woo flick.
Cool.
This is one that kind of went like under the radar, but if you play it, it's a really good game. People that like Mirror's Edge might enjoy it. You know, it's great. It's insane. I think that's one a lot of people miss, so I would definitely recommend that one. And of course, Smite. Smite has lots of women, but it has the same thing like League of Legends, where it's you wonder if they're catering mainly to the men. But you know what? The women are just as guilty about you know, enjoying those sexy girls in the bikinis or lingerie or weird things. Like, this is not a very practical battle attire. But it has some good ones. Like, Athena, she has a full suit of armor, and not that stupid thing where it's like, I got chest armor and my boobs are still showing. Like, it's pretty practical armor. And the thing about Athena, yo, she goes in and she doesn't care. Like, yes, I'm a guardian and I'm supposed to be tanky, but I'm kind of squishy. But I'm still gonna go in, and she just goes in and she fully commits. She kicks ass, and she could fly in. She could fly in, she could swoop in like Superman and save her teammates from dying.
Phantom Blades brought up Portal. I was waiting for that one.
The subject from Portal and Portal 2. This female, yep. Oh, Alice from Alice Return to Madness. That game is so good. I gotta stream that again. I got it to stream one time
It's
really
been a
well.
minute.
Yeah.
But like, who did you make me think of? You were talking about female protagonists, and I was thinking about Pain, and I knew you were gonna be like, "How'd you get that game in your head?" But that's gonna bug me.
Is he gonna leave a mark?
Oh, I remember. We were talking about the outfits for League of Legends and the practical armor. Now, I can understand feminists for saying like that's not even practical because when you're looking at somebody poorly draw a woman and the proportions are all wrong and it's just not even practical, and so it's like really because I'm not the only woman who actually likes looking at beautiful women. Like, I just think there's something completely beautiful about a woman with curves or, who just has a certain kind of look. It's just,
Yeah, the
I
female
don't
form is
know.
beautiful. We guys are like square Lego men.
No, I can't say that. I like to see that. I like the way a guy's shoulders are, especially the way he wears a good suit, the way, he has expressions on his face, which is kind of hard to necessarily see in a video game. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to say, like, a lot of the League of Legends champions, like, I thought the artwork was just gorgeous. I mean, I can't. The ones where they actually got the proportions right, and if they didn't get the proportions right, the way they did the outfit, it made up for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Those
A
guys,
lot of those girls in League of Legends, one of the few things I grab about League of Legends is that a lot of the girls are like anorexic. It's like, can I have a couple of thick girls at least? Jesus, like this very little variety in the body types. Like Akali, I love Akali, but good lord, like she's got a gap between her thighs and she got like chicken legs. I'm like, girl, you need to eat some rice and beans or something. But we got an honorable
yeah,
mention here.
that's why I liked Amani from Gigantic, because she doesn't
Mm-hmm.
follow that. And she
Yeah,
doesn't look bad either.
yeah, yeah.
So I like the way they creatively did that in a way to where they kind of took that out of the equation and focused it on like a really strong character with this big badass gun who looks fashionable but it's functional. So I mean, I guess that's what I'm saying about the feminists who are like, that's not even practical. That's what they're saying. They're like, don't let your creativity get shorted because you couldn't find a way to put something that's beautiful but functional.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's always a happy medium, a peaceful middle ground. So anyway, we got one last honorable mention here, and not so much an honorable mention, but another late entry. Yeah, this one I'm a big fan of it. Skullgirls. It's a great fighting game. It's on Xbox. It's on PC. Oh, I love it. It's got like the steampunk thing going on there too, and it's almost exclusively female cast. Yeah, there's only like one male character in there, right? I think it's all female, isn't it?
Really? I
Yeah.
gotta see that one.
It's a really good fighting game, and this is one where the characters aren't sexualized at all, except maybe like the nurse character, and she's not even over the top. So yeah, good call, BFT. I almost forgot about that one. I love that game. I have to get back into fighting games, so. But we're about to wrap this up, so a little housekeeping before we wrap it up. HorsePLAY Live. You want to do this? You want to send us off? Are you caught up where I'm at? You should send us off.
Oh, you want me to send you off?
Yeah, just read the little bullet points. Yeah. No?
I mean, I could. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh.
What? Are you not where I'm
You
at?
have a lot of bullet. No, because you have a lot of bullet points all wrong, and then you said something else, and so I got lost, and I wasn't trying to be lost, but I did.
We're at
I got
the shameless plug thing.
I got there, and then I just found it, but you had to like blast me out there, and I was trying to make it sound like, smooth with it.
Oh my god.
Horseplay Live is everywhere you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com. What? Yes. Please take a few minutes to thumbs out. Few minutes out to thumbs up. If you guys got thumbs, turn them up, man. Kind of like, vote for us. Shout us out. Let us know you got love for us, or tell us what you want to hear. Favorite, subscribe, share. But even better, some reviews, comments. Isn't that what I just said? Let us know what you're thinking. So it's quick, it's easy, and it really helps us out. It really does, because it keeps us from making podcasts you don't find entertaining, because that's not fun. It's not fun at all. So thank you. Thank you very much to everyone who has been promoting us, has been very patient as I'm learning how to get involved with the GeekyAntics, come out of my shell, be a podcaster, that kind of thing. This is kind of like my internship, my apprenticeship. I'm the Padawan. And, some growth pains are painful. So Yogi is the most patient person in the world. It's awesome. I'm also, like some of the things we like, eye candy. And we do video too. We want to really start putting out more content, but we're starting to feel like video killed the radio star. So before we really start going into putting up a bunch of visuals y'all don't want to see, we want to hear what you do want to see. So just let us know. So say hi, holler on our videos up on YouTube and Twitch. You can find us at GeekyAntics in both places. Just search GeekyAntics. We'll go bing.
Bing.
Yeah,
I like the echo.
It's good. It's like that. So just know that here on the GeekyAntics Network, in collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows covering a wide spectrum of topics, and we can't possibly plug everybody in a podcast that we really need to shout out, because we can barely cover one subject without going to 7 different places, and I so don't help. So forgive us for anybody who we're supposed to give out love to. You are on our minds, in our hearts, and in our thoughts. We will show you love whenever we can. Always know that we're with you and we support you, and we really appreciate everything you do. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, check out our schedule on geekyantics.net. Basically, the weekends are our big podcasting and stream days. For now, we're looking for podcast hosts, so hey, if you think you can talk some, have an interesting conversation, strong opinions, please apply. Writers, help us be able to come up with something that actually is like a Stephen Colbert, smart, poignant, engaging. We need this.
Oh, we don't want to set the bar that high.
Hey, I don't know if that man started high or low. I mean, he came around the Dennis Leary age, and I think they all knew each other, and they all just said, we don't give up, and started going for broke and just doing them, and it just turned into something that looks harder than it really is. Some people think they plan to be that smart, and really they're just telling you that's how they see this dumb world. They just learned how to say it creatively. I don't know. So either which way, we're looking for people to join us in the antics and the fun, spread the word, create content that makes you happy. You pay for your internet bill because God knows they don't give you a reason to be happy. And yeah, so let's connect. Let's brainstorm together. Let's make entertainment a better place to visit. Stay a while. The water's fine.
Stay a while and listen. So if you're listening to us on the allgames.com feed, the Dead Pixel Live Power Ranking Show is up next with Derek H., our favorite curmudgeon. That's right, he's a salty dog, but we love him anyway. And that'll be followed by the B-Team podcast with our friends Chip Sella, Fred Rojas, Swarren, a.k.a. Ryan Coles, and who else is over there? Also Doom, Eli So Doom. Yeah, B-Team. And that's at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Level 1, Zombie Cast, Knuckleballer Radio. You guys, we love you.
And don't forget R9 Cat. I mean, there's too many people to mention. You guys know who you are.
That's why I tried to just say, just spreading love, but, you started making me feel bad that I didn't say people.
No, you're good.
I got love for our listeners.
I know,
I
and
do.
our collaborators, our
Oh my
friends, our
gosh.
friends. I think sometimes we say viewers or listeners or fans. It sounds kind of cold and calculating, But you like to see everybody as part of the extended family, you know.
I don't try to be pretentious. Some people it's like, I like listening to you. I'm not ready to know you like that. I got to get to know you. So I don't try
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
true. Not, yeah, it's like
yeah,
again.
that one conversation I was telling you about was making me feel some kind of way because he spoke up and said good friend and was quickly corrected.
Right. We have a lot of acquaintances that we appreciate a lot and would like to explore the possibility of becoming buddies with and possibly friends. But best friends, we'll see.
Oh yeah, but we got love. So we hope that when you take a time to stop through and listen to us, that we're giving you something that actually makes you feel like it was worth the trip. Because no matter how rich we get, we can't buy you back any time in your life. So whatever time you spend on us, we want to make sure you get your money's worth. Return on your investment.
That's right. ROY. ABC. Always be closing. Always be closing. You know what? You gotta jump. We gotta definitely.
Ow! Wall Street.
Yeah, nice. Good catch. Good
Sell
catch.
me this pen.
Snorting coke from hookers' assholes. Good family programming right there. So anyway, before we wrap it up, I'm gonna say that it's always great having you, talking with you. But you know what? We have to definitely do something on a regular basis because I know right now if Derek H happens to be listening to this episode over in All Games, he's probably losing it because he's the guy that definitely, whenever there's a woman involved, he's like automatically good. We men are suckers. Especially if it's either a pretty set of eyes or a nice voice or both, Yeah.
I'm still letting the sucker. I'm letting that go. I'm trying not to like notice the license plate on that car. I'm
Hey,
letting you get away with that hit and run.
I'm a sucker for it too. I like listening to you, and I like having you around. I
The
said as a
nips,
compliment.
thank you.
Huh?
The nips, thank you. The nips. Remember you said that was like the nips in Space Club? Is that
Yes.
what it is?
N- n-
Did I make it through the initiation? Can
the,
I play with you?
the nipples of fate.
That's it.
Most people are
Got
not.
attention and saluting the flag right now.
No, yeah, I don't think. So many people that were not privy to that conversation are gonna be like, "What are they even talking about?" Anyway, we're heading out of here. Thank you, All Games. Thank you, friends on Geeky Antics community. Thank you, Twitch people, YouTubers, and everybody else. I'm not. Why is it when people are nice to someone of the opposite sex is flirting? That really bothers me. I'm a big flirt.
Man, I be loud. Who you be? So if you know who you be, come hang out with me while I kick it with Yogi Bear and we steal picnic baskets and just do rowdy things. He's a guy. I'm a girl. We chop it up. We do the mathematics. We old school it, people. We just don't pay attention to the gender because this is the new millennia. So just because I can talk it like I'm a sailor does not mean that we doing anything to each other anywhere else. Why? Because seriously, he's a person. He
No,
just
Batman.
really.
Batman. This is not. Yeah, this is not a ten. This is not. You just made me think about something that I often wrestle with, because like I get crap from my better half all the time. My wife is always saying like, "You were flirting with that girl." I'm like, "Do you not know me by now? I'm just friendly." Like, I'm the kind of guy that if I run into a guy, run into
Oh,
someone.
you're a flirt.
No. Listen. We went to a vape shop in a city that we probably will never go to again, and I forgot what I said, but the guy picked up on it and he said he said, "Oh, that's really OP." I'm like, "Are you a League of Legends player?" He's like, "Hell yeah!" And then we freaking just totally man crushed on each other. I wasn't flirting with him. I didn't want to fucking suck his dick. I'm just a
That's
friendly.
what I'm saying.
I'm a friendly guy. I'm the kind of person that like if I appreciate you, if I think you're cool, I'm gonna let you know. And this is a general thing, but like I just find it funny. Like I know Batman, you're joking, but people like this day and age, if you're friendly and engaging, you're actually in the minority. That actually scares people because they don't know what to do with it anymore. Like people do not know how to interact with others. Like, whoa. What do you want? Is this they always think there's some kind of ulterior motive, and that just boggles my mind. Like, with social media and all the information we have, I bet it's like now. I'm getting confused because of the chat too. It's like now we are become antisocial. We've become more disconnected with all this connectivity and social media. Isn't that funny?
No,
It's crazy.
It's like total media saturation. It's not just the social media. It's just because we had good social media, but people wanted to find a way to monetize it, so it fractured and turned into other places, trying to like solve the problem, and it everybody's got to pay the bills, and there's too many people trying to do the same thing, and it's just
Well, yeah, we
you
become
know,
so overwhelmed with content that
yeah, the
sucked us
FOMO.
in, and we don't know how to nurture relationships anymore. Like every interaction we do with most interaction between human beings now is very transactional and surface level. Like we don't know how to go deep. When it's just getting to that level of authenticity and vulnerability, people just they turtle and they're
That's
like, whoa.
because trust has been violated. Like data mining and technology and hearing people that you would have never thought would do that to you. Media twisted the whole lens around. Then now it's just like you expect that from people. So when you get somebody who literally is not thinking about that and just being like genuinely, hi, have a nice day, and they don't want anything else from you, random acts of kindness, people perform them at least 5 times a day so that you
Absolutely.
can keep your humanity. Like seriously, it's what the doctor ordered. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It can be just small little stuff, but it just keeps you part of the real world in a way that you don't become so cynical you just give up.
And one last thing, cause I'm Batman 83, just said he got a Thunderlord to drop in PvP on Destiny. That is awesome. I would love the Thunderlord. That's one of my coveted weapons. But anyway, we gotta head out of here. Again, if you're listening on allgames.com, stay tuned for Dead Pixel Live, and then the B Team podcast after a little recess. And don't forget to visit us, GeekyAntics.net. And anything else? Anything you want to pimp out before we go off? No.
Fishing
Yes?
and camping, out renting boats at the Hamptons, eating good, working out and giving charity, working on my vocal cord clarity. Oh, I'm sorry. I came front. I was at the crib.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I
that.
was listening to Digital Underground. I was taking us out. All around the world's the same song. We
Oh,
went out
I
to
love
the
that
club.
song.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't get me started. I must miss
Yeah.
us singing. All right. Yeah.
We came for the after party to get naughty, get our rocks on, eat popcorn, watch a movie body to the pop song, and we singing, ding a linging, funky beats ringing, everybody singing. What? Hello? Are we still here?
No, I'm about to send us off with the
Is that
music.
the end?
Bye, guys.
Peace! Keep it 100.